What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel for yet another review. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, this is Beer Talk with Kyle and Joe. I'm Kyle.
And what is going on, guys? My name's Joe.
And we are back with another review for you. This is the first one for us. Really excited to talk with you guys about it. Today, we're going to be talking about a new or newer scent, first fall scent of the year, I believe, from Clever Beard Co. Just to read a little bit about the company. The owner's name is Ryan. He is out of Chicago. Clever Beard Co. has been around since 2019.
We've gotten to know Ryan a little bit more. He's definitely a really nice guy to talk to. Seems very passionate about his company and the products that he's producing. We are definitely late in the game when it comes to doing a review, but we're definitely happy to do so. So before we dive into these products, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you're not missing any of our future content, and we'll see you right after this intro. All right, so let's dive right into these prices, you guys. So we are covering a 1 ounce bottle of oil today, and then we are also covering a smaller size tin of balm. I'm trying to think of the exact size here. It doesn't say, but I'm assuming this is going to be a 2 ouncer if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like a 2 ouncer.
Thing of tin. So the balm itself is going to be $15. And the oil, which they call their premium blend, is going to run you at $25. So the balm itself, I think, very reasonable price. The oil is definitely up on the pricier side. I was looking, anytime I see a company that says they have a premium blend, I'm always curious to see if that means they have two separate blends on their website, like a classic blend and then a premium blend. But no, this is the only blend that they have. I will say, and we'll get into the ingredients a little bit further on. I will say though, for $25, I would say that is really on the high side for this specific oil. Kyle, what did you think of the prices?
Yeah, $25 for a 1 ounce oil is definitely over the market average. I've seen higher, I've definitely seen lower, but that's where it's at, about $25. Let's go ahead and dive right into the presentation. So Ryan was telling us that I don't remember exactly when he said, but somewhat recently switched up the labels and everything, and really did a nice job. So as you can see for the 1 ounce oils there, it's like a clear glass, but like a foggy 1 ounce bottle. And that is what the new logos look like. See all the way around there. There's that little empty space so you can see how much oil that you have left, which I know I always appreciate. Black dropper top as well there. And then pretty similar for the balm. Now, the only other thing that I will say, obviously it says it on the website. This doesn't say whether it's a butter or a balm. Obviously, when you're on the website, you'll be able to see that this is a balm. I believe Ryan said they don't carry butters at the moment. They were, I think, reformulating because they were having a lot of issues with shipping it in the warmer months, but probably more to come on that.
Presentation is nice. I think the labeling and the bottles are slick. I always love the slightly frosted bottles. And then I just think everything's clean. The color scheme fits really, really nice. I'm a huge fan of dropper tops. You have the scent profile on there, which is always a plus for us, something that we always ask companies to do. I just think he, does really, really good with that. I definitely think they look good compared to what the other labels look like, which actually didn't look bad at all. these just look really, really cleaner and stand out more on the shelf. So
Right.
really good job on the presentation and the change for that. So let's go ahead and dive into the scent. We only have one scent that we're going to talk to you guys about, and it is a brand new scent that just released, I believe, last week. And this is going to be the first fall scent that we cover for the year. Can you believe it? It's already August and we're getting close to fall. It is absolutely crazy. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into it. So the scent profile, which he calls it the pumpkin spice, is actually a harvest pumpkin, nutmeg, and marshmallow scent. So right off the bat, I mean, you get all of that in the bottle. What I really like about this scent, and I know a lot of guys are going to probably be like, hey, fall, pumpkin spice, pretty generic. Yes, I'm going to agree with that. But the way that this scent was executed really pushes that aside for me. I'm a big fan of how everything was blended together and you get each individual profile. I definitely get that pumpkin, right off the bat, but then that nutmeg spice factor really makes it a fall type scent. And you do get that kind of creaminess, softness from the marshmallow, really sweet as well with it. It just all blends together and you get a good bit of it throughout your beard. For me, this was a very long lasting scent. I was hitting about the 10, 11 hour mark on it. It definitely lingered for sure. And I didn't mind it. So that was my experience with that. And then the balm matched up perfectly with it. No complaints whatsoever there. So.
Right. Yeah, same. I was getting pretty much all day out of this one. So I'm not a fall pumpkin spice fan. I don't completely dislike it, but it's not my first choice by any means. This one was arguably one of my favorites. I think Joe put it really well. You're getting the pumpkin, you're getting the nutmeg, you're getting the marshmallow, that sweetness. All three of those scents really came through, which I appreciated. Sometimes you want them all to blend, together to form one really great scent, and it did. But throughout the day, I'm picking up different notes of everything, which I really appreciated. Fall scent is something it's subjective. I'm not going to wear it every day, but when I do wear it, I enjoyed it. I really did, which surprised me because sometimes just that kind of cinnamon pumpkin scent, that typical fall scent just gets to me. But I did enjoy this one. I really did. I thought it was well executed. I know Ryan put a lot of work into this scent and a lot of time into it. And I think it paid off scent wise. It was really nice.
Yeah, he showed a lot of excitement for it. So I'm excited because it looks like on their website, they kind of have a teaser showing what they have coming up the rest of the year. It looks like they're dropping a new scent once a month the rest of the year, which is going to be really cool and something fun to look forward to. Let's dive right into how these products feel. Of course, if you've seen our videos before, this is the most important, at least to us, aspect of the beard game. If you're new to the channel and this is your first time watching, first and foremost, welcome and thank you so much. We strive very much on covering how products feel in our beard. As fun and as important as scents are, nothing beats a good beard product that feels outstanding in your beard. So let's dive right into it. And I'm going to go ahead and kick this off with the oil. So as I was mentioning, this is labeled as a premium beard oil, again, listed for $25. And the profile or on the ingredient list, it consists of avocado, castor, jojoba, sweet almond, vitamin E, and then, of course, your fragrance with that. So right off the bat, here's what I'm going to say. When I personally think, and again, this is probably subjective, and this is just how I take it, a lot of times when I see a company list ingredients as a premium blend, I either assume that it's going to have a pretty extensive list with maybe some more of the exotic type ingredients, or there's going to be a separate classic blend and then a second blend, which would be your premium. That isn't really the case here. So I'm not a huge fan of seeing premium when it really is just the basic ingredient blends that you see the majority of companies use. That is just my personal opinion. I'll let Kyle share his thought on that here in a second. But what I will say, though, is the feel and beard of it, is nice. I think it is executed really well. This is going to be an oil that is on that on that medium to thick range. I know for me, it was still more. Um, it's probably still more towards medium, but I could definitely see where some people would think that it's on that thicker end. And I will show off what that oil looks like on my hand here, just so you guys can have an idea. So as you can see here, you got a nice yellow, almost clear tint there, and we'll drop it there, and then I'll kind of just let it run down. So, it's running down a little slow, and that is normally how you can tell if it's going to be thicker. If it's thinner, it is really going to run down your hand like that. But overall, when I put it in my beard, it was easy to work with. It spread nice. It got to the skin, and it felt like, it did what it needed to do. It is moisturizing. I did not need to reapply whatsoever. For my specific beard being a little bit thinner than what Kyle's is, I tended to use a little bit less than I normally would. For my length, I'm normally using a full dropper top. But for this, I probably went more towards the 3/4 amount, and I was perfectly fine. So that was my experience with the oil.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't take the premium that way. To me, I think they're more just kind of advertising their product. So that's a fresh take. That's an interesting take that you would kind of take it that way. But I could see that. I could see that for sure. So the beard oil for me, I enjoyed it. I did. The thing that stood out to me the most, besides the obvious, it got my beard looking fresh. It soaked into my skin, made my skin feel really well. That's what it's supposed to do. To me, this skips over the medium to thick range. This is in my thick range. So to me, this is a thick beard oil. Nothing wrong with that. A lot of people love a good thick beard oil, especially those gray beards. Really works well. But definitely all beards as well. I do my beard itself, like Joe just said, is on the thicker side. So I felt like it took like an extra, minute or so for it to soak in, which I have no problem with. Overall, it really felt nice in my beard. I had no issues with it. Like I said, soaked right into my beard and my skin, which left it feeling good. I love that you demonstrated that, Joe, because it did run a little slower. You can definitely tell. And when I rubbed it into my palms and into my fingers and my fingertips to, get it into my skin and through the beard, I could definitely tell as well that it was a thicker oil. But again, I thought it felt really nice. If I'm looking for a thicker beard oil, this is definitely something I would turn to.
Yeah. Gray beards would really appreciate this. If you have red or gray beard, a lot of times those beards absorb the thicker oils really well. They really help those beards out. So if you have that kind of beard, this could be an oil that you want to consider for sure. Right. So let's go ahead and dive right into the balm here. And I'm going to go ahead and read, and I apologize because the font is super, super small. But it looks like you have mango butter, babasu oil, beeswax, coconut oil, hemp oil, vitamin E, and fragrance. So what I noticed first and foremost is that the oils in here are totally different than what is actually in the oil blend. A lot of times you just get the oil blend plus like a beeswax and, maybe like a shea butter or mango butter, something like that. So you do actually get a different oil experience in here, which I thought was very interesting. What I really liked about this balm, and I was actually talking to Ryan about it, was I told him that I really felt that this was a balm that represented a almost hybrid type product, meaning that it had, even though it's a balm, it actually did have a lot of butter qualities to it. And that was the experience that I got specifically for my beard. So what does that really mean if you're somebody who's looking for one or the other? Well, this is going to be a balm that is going to provide a lot of nourishment for you. I really felt like my beard was getting that extra nourishment that it really would need and require from a butter. But when you dig your nail into it, it does have a good firmness to it that's going to provide a good, pretty decent hold throughout the day for sure. I would say, though, it's more of a nourishing balm than it is a styling balm. But I have no problem with that because when I have it in, not one point did I feel like my beard was too heavy. It was too weighed down. And that was really important, especially this time of the year where it's still really hot. We're still hitting some 90-degree weather here. So that was really a good testing and good timing on to be able to try this product. So really, I enjoyed the feeling of the balm really, really well.
Yeah, I was just going to say the timing was perfect for testing. It's been crazy humid here in Northeast Ohio.
Yeah.
And my beard likes to just curl and rise up on me, and I can't stand it. So I was using this balm a good amount. I actually threw it in overnight as well. Joe nailed it on the head. To me, it is a hybrid balm. It's very nourishing, but it did provide that hold as well. So calling it a hybrid, in my opinion, is perfect because it did both of those things more than just a balm would, more than just a butter would. So I had no problem with it. It's a touch on the jelly, like just a real little bit out of the tin, but it melts down in your hands beautifully, just like you'd kind of want it to or expect it to. But yeah, like I said, made my beard nice and soft. The styling was there for me. I use heat every day. I have a big beard. I really don't need a lot of styling help, but it did provide the styling help that I would want out of a balm or a butter that I'm putting into my beard. So yeah, I had no issue with it at all.
Right. Okay. So yeah, I mean, as you guys can see, overall, I think our experience with Clever Beard is really good. Now, a lot of times people want to know when we do these reviews, would we actually recommend these products? For me, here's the thing. I'm kind of torn for this specific company. I think Clever Beard makes this hard for me because I really did enjoy how it felt. I'm really digging the scent. But when you think of paying $25 for a beard oil, I will say there are oils out there that are much cheaper and I get the same feeling. So really, it's going to be up to you on how you want to spend your money. But I mean, it's a weird thing. I would recommend it. But I could understand if you think $25 is too high on a product that I don't really consider premium like it's advertised, but it still does a job. I have a weird feeling on it, but I like it. So Kyle, I'll let you finish this video.
Yeah, no, I agree. I thought the products were great. Had no issue with them whatsoever. So the way I kind of boil it down to is if you're willing to spend the $25 on the beard oil, definitely give it a try because, after you pay for it and everything, as far as using it, I think you're really going to enjoy it. Again, for me, it was a thicker oil. So if you're looking for a thicker oil, by all means, as long as you're okay with that price tag. So we'll go ahead and throw the link to Clever Beard Co. In the description below so you guys can go ahead and check them out, check out all their scents, look into them a little deeper if you'd like to. Like Joe said at the beginning, we're kind of late to the game. If you've tried Clever Beard Co., go ahead and throw a comment below. Let us know your thoughts on it, where they align with us, all that good stuff, and let us know overall what you think of them. So guys, that's all the time that we have for you today. As always, keep it growing.
And we'll talk to you at the next one. Cousins out.